Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Cycling DNA. My name is Diana and today I'll be talking through some things I wish I knew before I started roller skating. So with my roller skating journey, I started this last lockdown in Sydney. So I've probably been skating for just under a year now. I'm sure like a lot of you guys picked it up during COVID. I picked it up just so I can get out of the house and do something active and, just to keep my mind busy and do something that's positive and fun. So I was lucky that one of my good friends also wanted to learn roller skating at the same time. So we both got skates and one day we headed to the park together. So we both started off with Impala roller skates. So that's probably the first thing that I want to talk about is the skates. So, a lot of people start with Impalas or a cheap pair of skates, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that's how I started. I had the Impala Rose Gold Marawa skate, which was an amazing looking skate. And then quickly after that, within a week, I knew that I wanted to continue with roller skating. Therefore, I sold that pair and got another pair of skates. And the second pair of skates that I owned was the CHUFFED roller skate. So that's an Australian brand. It's a massive upgrade from the Impalas. Super comfortable, no break-in period, and you immediately felt a difference. It was like night and day when you upgrade your roller skates, and then you'll also notice your skill level improving. And with that better skate, better everything, specs, I guess, with that skate, you're able to improve a lot quicker. Also, the wheels, I noticed that secondly, the wheels make a difference as well. So with the Chuff skates, I think they came with a 88 durometer wheel, which were, I think, similar to the Impala wheels. So, still when you're a beginner going on really hard bumpy surfaces, it's still a bit sort of, nerve-wracking. You're still a bit wobbly. So, I was doing research after looking at skates. I was doing research into wheels. So, then, I discovered these outdoor gummy wheels, the Radar Energy Collection. So if you're looking for a good outdoor wheel for beginners, look at the Radar Energy wheels, and they've got all different sizes. So for example, the biggest one that you can get is the 65 millimeter ones, and they're the softest ones that you can get. I can't remember the durometer of it. Maybe I'll pop it in once I remember, but these are the 65 millimeters. They also have one that's 57 millimeters. So this is the smallest wheel that they have, but the same durometer. So that's the softness of the wheel. So these are all very good for outdoor wheels. And as you might have noticed, that those roller skates that I just held up, none of them are my Chuff roller skates, because I've also sold them now. And yeah, invested in even better roller skates. So I've got my Bont Park Star skates, which I mainly use for roller derby practice. So I've joined the roller derby Learn to Skate program. So I use these skates, but not with these wheels. I've just come back from outdoor skating. I've got my roller derby wheels. So these are another Radar wheel. They're the Radar Halo, and this one is 59 millimeters and 38 millimeters wide. And the hardness, this is quite a hard wheel, so I think it's a 91A. Don't quote me on that, but again, I will maybe put a little note on here once I edit the video what the hardness is of my derby wheel. So, and then my other roller skate is my Moxie Jack boot. This is the Jack one, and I absolutely love these boots as well, the look of these boots. But I'm always looking at roller skates. I always want to get another pair, but I can't justify it. But I think if I was to look at a next pair, I'd like to get the antiques, the AR2s, or as a fun pair of roller skates, the flaneurs or the Slades, which is sort of like it's like a sports shoe, which you can detach the base, which has the wheels and plates, so it's easy to get around if you are using your skates for commuting. So then the other thing that I recommend is investing in a good pair of pads. So that's everything from your wrist pads, elbow pads, knee pads. You need to, as a beginner, you really want to make sure that you're protecting yourself in case you fall. The other thing is, so the brands that I recommend for protective padding is the 187 killer pads. They're really good. S1s, I think 888, they've got some padding as well. And the other thing that I'm very cautious of and conscious of is like getting butt pads as well, because you will fall on your butt, especially being a newbie and not knowing where your weight position needs to be. So definitely invest in some butt pads. I used my boarding butt pads at the beginning. Then, then I bought some G-form, I think they're called, butt pads. And then I've also just recently found another brand, like a specific brand for roller derby as well. So I'll link the videos below to the reviews of some of the the protective gear that I've got and that I've been using. So the other things to think about, or I wish I knew, is skate leashes. So when you're transporting your roller skates from A to B, the best way to move them around is using a skate leash. So this is a skate leash. It's like a long strap that has little hooks or like nooses on one end, and you wrap it around your roller skate, and then you can just they just hang on there, and then you can just fling them over your shoulder. I think a lot of yoga bags also use this kind of strap to carry. So if you have a yoga mat and you use this sort of strap, you can also use it as your roller skating strap. Okay, in terms of when you're actually skating, what really helped me was just to really stay low, like bend your knees. If you think you're bending your knees, you're probably not bending enough, so you want to bend down further. So it's all about keeping low, keeping your core engaged and looking straight up. At the beginning, I did find myself tilting forward quite a bit because I was so scared of falling backwards, because I did fall once and it was really bad and I really hurt my tailbone. So I was probably overcompensating and leaning forward, but that's what you want to do. You'd rather fall forward than fall backwards. Oh, the other thing I didn't mention in protective gear is helmet. Like, I wear a helmet when I skate. I don't care if people think that looks silly, but at the end of the day, I'm protecting myself. You only have one head, one brain, so it's up to you what you want to do. You can look cute for your videos and all of that, but I recommend when you're practicing, well, wear all your safety gear. And still, even when you wear your safety gear, that's not guaranteed that you're not going to get hurt, right? So up to you guys at the end of the day, but that's just sort of my learnings and what I think is good practice. The other thing is, everyone learns at different speeds, right? So I get a lot of my inspiration from watching YouTube channels, looking at Instagram. I've been skating for just under a year now, and sometimes I think to myself, why can't I do those moves yet? Or why is it taking me so long for these moves to finally click and for me just to be able to do them? But just remember to be kind to yourself. You're on roller skates. That's already a massive achievement. So, over time, with practice, which is key, you will get there in the end, hopefully. And that's what I keep on telling myself, just to keep at it and continue to practice. And I think consistent practice as well. So if you can do a little bit every day, rather than just practicing it for a long time in once a week, I think a little every day goes a long way versus one big practice session. Also, if you can find friends to skate with, that really helps. So at the beginning, as mentioned, my friend and I, we started learning together. So having someone there, we were both doing our own things. Again, we're all learning at different speeds. I'm practicing one thing, my friend is practicing something else, but it's just knowing that you've got a friend around you, and then maybe they can help video you as well, just to track your progress. So yeah, if you can find friends to skate with, or the skate community is so huge and so welcoming, so you know, you're bound to make friends through skating. As mentioned, you know, if you can video yourself, just so you can see your progress. You might not be thinking that you're progressing at all, but when you actually watch back at your videos, you can actually see progress. So that's a good way to remind yourself how far that you've come. And lastly, you know, don't stop, stay positive. If, you know, roller skating brings you joy, then continue with it. You know, it's definitely fun for me to be out there on roller skates. I always get nervous. I always feel like a brand new skater every time I put on skates and then, you know, do the first couple of skates. I'm like, why do I always feel so wobbly? It feels so brand new every single time. But hopefully one day it'll just be like second nature and I won't feel those, you know, feel that wobbly. But yeah, skating is a journey. So just like anything in life, and for me, hopefully I'll continue with it for ages to come. So yeah, I'd be interested to hear what you guys have learnt on your roller skating journey. Please share down below, and yeah, let's get the conversation started. So if you'd like to see more of these types of videos, let me know. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye.